and the Marquoyer has it on that wing. Here's a shot. Henderson made a wild stab for spell. Here's another shot. Right in front of score. Henderson has scored for Canada.
The World Juniors just got very spicy yesterday.
Yep.
Finland versus USA.
Crazy.
I don't know. I can't believe I missed the game.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what I was doing.
So I started like yesterday. I was just at home and like I had the whole day kind of like booked off.
Yeah.
So I started early. I watched the Germany game first, and then after that was a pretty good game too.
Yeah.
It's kind of back and forth, and then Germany kind of pulled away, and then I watched the Czechia game. That was the same thing, kind of close between Switzerland, and then Czechia pulled away, and then I was like, oh, finally, like the good games are on. Then watch the USA game, and I was like, okay, USA typical, go up. What was it, 1-0? Then they tied it. Then 2-1, and then literally I went downstairs to go grab some food, come back, and Finland scored 2 goals, and I was like shocked.
What a crazy game. So
And then 2 minutes left, or was it USA came back and scored again?
scored again.
Yeah,
And the OT.
I told you, man.
And it just kept cycling. Yeah,
Told
I know.
you, Finland's dark
dangerous,
horse.
man. Finland's dangerous.
All you need is good goaltending, right?
Yeah.
And
he kept
even
them
the
in.
USA goalie, man, he made some crazy saves too to keep him in it.
It's a wild game, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, man, I didn't think USA was gonna go out.
What do you think about like the format? Like I was kind of shocked that it's 10-minute 3-on-3.
Yeah.
In
I
overtime.
didn't notice that until it started.
Oh yeah. So
I was like,
it was 10-minute 3-on-3. I was like, oh, I thought it'd be continuous OT.
Yeah.
5-on-5. I think that would have made it a bit more in favor of the US, but
Yeah.
at 3-on-3, anything can happen, right?
Exactly. No, but it was crazy, man. Just the way, because I watched everything. When you told me that, I was watching the Canada game. I was like, yeah, I completely forgot the game was on before this.
Yeah.
And then I just watched the entire highlights, and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I missed this game. Like, what was wrong? What was I like? I'm trying to think back. I was like, what was I doing at that time? And I don't think I was doing anything. I think I was just like walking around the house.
I do it. Like I'm like, okay, it's like quarterfinal weekend. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
All crazy.
Yeah. So tomorrow is gonna be the finals.
There's no semis tomorrow.
Sorry, semifinals.
And then finals Monday.
You got Sweden versus Finland.
Yep.
And Canada versus Czechia.
Yep.
I mean, this is gonna be interesting because I mean, you already know Sweden and Finland, they don't really like each other.
Yeah, that's
right?
gonna be a good game too.
And Canada with Czechia, like they have some history.
Yeah.
All right. Like, are they gonna be upset again?
Yeah. Well, I think was it Czechia? I think they won. 3 of the last 5 or something like that
Against Canada?
Against Canada.
Yeah.
Because last tournament they won 2.
They won 2.
And I think they won the previous tournament. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think one thing about Canada going into that game too is I think as the tournaments progressed, they've been getting better and better.
Yeah.
And I feel like now kind of they start like that first game, they were slow into it. But same thing with Czechia, right? They look a lot better than the first game too. And I think it's just, both teams first game trying to get used to playing with each other and stuff.
Just moving on from the Finland USA game, which was pretty intense, sold out crowd. And that's the only sold out crowd in the Canada game. And you see all the other games that happened before that, it's empty.
And it was all good hockey. Like all the games were good. Like it wasn't like complete blowouts like the Canada game.
Yeah. The Canada was just like by second period, I think it was not even halfway through second. I was like, this is over.
That's well, at first it was kind of close, and then I'm like, oh geez, it's gonna be like a tight game. Like who knows, they might get upset.
Yeah.
And like you're watching, and then they scored 1, and I'm like, okay, and then 2, and then once they scored the second one, the floodgates opened. They scored like 5.
It just kept going and going. So, Detroit scored. Oh yeah, we're watching the Detroit Pittsburgh game, and Pittsburgh was up 2-0, and now I don't know if Patrick Kane scored. No, it's DeBrincat. Man,
that's good.
We got something to talk about him, but we'll talk about it afterwards because
that's good.
That's a long conversation to have.
I started him too, so that's good.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, just moving on from that, we're talking about the Canada Slovakia game and complete blowout.
Yep.
That was a wrap, and you could even tell like Slovakia was completely defeated.
What do you do? Like,
what
imagine,
do you do, right?
Even like going out beer league. Let's say you're getting pumped.
Yeah.
And you're like down like 5-0 in the first period. Like, how do you?
It depends. Like, if it's beer league, it all depends on your team. Like, are they looking out to go and try to kill somebody?
Yeah.
Right?
No.
But if you're completely defeated, where the other team is just so much better than you, then in beer league you're just looking up at the clock. You're like, It's time
usually
to go.
in beer league too, they'll have run time after you go up like a certain amount of
The
goals too.
Third
So
period, like 5 minutes, they're running the clock, and you're just telling a referee even before, sometimes even before the 5 minutes, you're just like, just run it, man. It's a wrap, right? Like
no point.
we can't do nothing about this. So yeah, anyway, that was a complete blowout. But the Czechia game against Canada is gonna be very interesting tomorrow. But yeah, the game I think is at 6 p.m. tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, the first game, and then I think
then
the next one's at 8. I want to say 8 or 8:30.
It's 4 and 6.
Is it 4 and 6? Oh, because Sundays. Usually
Sunday
Sundays early games.
Sunday game. Yeah,
That'll be good.
So it's just gonna be interesting. So Denmark's been relegated. It looks like Norway is gonna be moving up.
Yeah.
To take this place.
Not really. Like, I don't really follow it, but like you'd think those countries would be somewhat good. They're like Scandinavian and hockey's pretty good, I guess, up there. Well, it's cold weather climates.
I was looking at crazy statistics with Finland and USA. It's like how many players they develop according to their population. And if you go look at every country on the planet, and you look at based on their population, how much production they have for players and how much they reach the NHL and everything, Finland is at number 1.
Really, even higher than Canada.
Yeah,
I'm shocked because like 40% of the NHL is like kids.
No. Don't look at the population as in the NHL.
Oh, you're talking about
talking the population of
per
the country
capita.
Per capita.
Oh no,
because I think it's like every one rink that Finland has, I think USA has 7.
Oh wow.
And every one player they develop, I think USA is the same population per capita. I think USA has 26.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at what they're producing,
is that their national sport too?
That's an interesting question, right? Finland, it must be. It has to be.
Yeah.
You want to check?
I'm curious.
Yeah, oh yeah, your phone's over there. Let me check.
Because that would go a lot into it, right? Like if the passion's there, or just like even just the interest, right? You think, and then you're even talking about like Sweden and Finland, like in terms of like socialist policies and stuff like that too. Like you were talking a couple of weeks ago about how the cost to put a kid through hockey is a lot cheaper in Sweden. I'm pretty sure the same would be in Finland as well, right? For grassroots hockey.
Yeah, so their actual national sport, like how we have lacrosse, they have this Finnish baseball.
Okay,
that's what it says. But the most popular sport is hockey. Yeah, and then
right?
Football, soccer is right after them.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, but I'm just saying, it's just very impressive of what Finland does with the population that it has and the development it has, and it just shocked every year. And it doesn't matter if it's the Olympics or if it's the World Juniors. Finland always surprises everybody.
One thing that's crazy is like look how like you're saying how good they are at producing players and stuff like that. Same thing with Sweden and like all of your other European countries, and they don't have like they're coming here to play. Yeah, have you ever like think?
But I think that's gonna change. I just think that like now playing against men, they're just gonna have more competitiveness. I think the coaching and just the generations of players that have played in the NHL, and then they take that knowledge back home, and then they're bringing up their youth and everything. I think within the next 20 30 years, you're gonna see a big the mindset change, where a lot of the younger players that were coming to the CHL, they would want to stay.
Well, it's weird because it's like they're sending us all their like hockey players, and then we send our soccer players to Europe. Right? Like that's where they go.
Yeah.
It's cool like to see, but like it would be nice to see like other leagues, because then you could watch like, okay, you have your late games for the NHL, and then early morning you wake up and then you can watch like European hockey, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it'd be cool to see that develop.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just reading. I forgot I was just reading all the statistics between USA and Finland and how they develop players like according to the capita. I found it very fascinating. Like per capita, Finland produces more players than any other country in the world. That's nuts.
Well, I wonder if it helps too that it's cold, because like I'm pretty sure like same thing with Ontario and stuff like that. They have a lot of outdoor rinks and stuff too.
But I think it is coming to the youth hockey, which we talked about, months ago. And I just think the way that they're developing players and how you're having, I think it's like till the age of 10 or 12, where it doesn't matter how great of a player you are, you're going to be sticking in the same category. So all the players have like the same road. There is no like AAA or anything. It's like everybody has the same road until you hit a certain age, and that's when
they start playing. So it's like house league. It's like house league up to a certain age.
Here it's like when you're like 7 years old, you could just get out of house league, and kids like stealing off 7 guys and he's going, and then they just move him up. And there, it's like you start developing other parts of your game. So like every kid has a chance. Here, it's like once you're stuck in house league at a certain age, it's like I don't even know what the problem. Like, what is the number? Do you think like what's the? Because I remember my dad used to talk about Mario Lemieux all the time, that he was a late, like he grew late bloomer, and like in the queue, like even before the queue and everything. But I think like what's the age, like the latest, like 15 years old in house league until like you kind of. Like,
I was gonna say even now.
I want to hear the craziest story, right?
No, I wonder.
Yeah.
Because like now, I feel like if you're not on the skate the second on the ice the second you can walk,
that's it.
You're behind already.
You're way behind. Yeah, it's nuts, man. So
it's not like other sports, right? Like the biggest thing about hockey compared to other sports is it's the skating.
Yeah.
And if you can't like skate, like it's like basketball, you hear, or even soccer, you hear guys and they start late. Like there's some NBA players that make it and they didn't start playing basketball till like high school and stuff, which is like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Same thing like football.
Yeah. Marchand, 1,000 points.
Crazy.
And did you see that video?
No, I didn't see the video. What video?
Oh, you didn't see the
No. Did you have another tribute video?
No. So what happened was Bergeron made a video, like Bergeron, and he got all of the guys that absolutely hated him on the ice or his former teammates, and they're just talking complete smack about him. It's funny. Let me show it to you. Here, you watch it.
That's pretty jokes.
Right? That's actually a pretty funny tribute. Like, it just shows a lot of the personalities,
No.
And how, like, you sometimes the certain rivalries that Marchand created over the years.
Yeah.
And, like, of course, time goes on. So time goes on and you completely forget about it. But then you watch his tribute video, like, oh, yeah, these guys, man. Or like,
and what he did. Because he has a lot of antics, right?
Yeah.
Man, do you remember that one time he was playing and he just stepped on the guy's stick, shattered it, and he's like, oh, the player's like trying to dull his skates with a stick. Just like all his antics, right?
Yeah, against like especially the finals with Vancouver.
Yeah.
That was just, he really got under their skin.
No, it's crazy.
That was a fun finals.
No, that's why I'm like, even like looking at he's on the Olympic team, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be good watching him, and hopefully he gets some of the USA guys riled up.
But it's crazy, like when you're looking at his career, of course he was a good player even when he was beginning, but he was more more sandpaper, right? More than his talents. But then at one point, it's just talent just rose. It just took off.
No, because even like when you said it, like 1,000 points, I'm like, that's nuts.
Yeah,
because you don't really associate him with like scoring and putting up points and stuff like that. He's mostly known as like an agitator and like.
Yeah. But after he won that Stanley Cup, I think that's when things just kind of.
It also helps when you're playing with like Bergeron and stuff.
Right?
I'm like, that helps so much, right?
Yeah. So it was, man. I was just watching that. It was just amazing. I think they should make more videos like that. When guys retire. Yeah. Like it just like completely just swearing and everything.
Do you think he'll tear up again? After watching that?
No, I don't think so. I think he was just like smirk.
Laughing?
He was just smirk. He's like, I'm still playing, guys. Look at you guys.
Yeah. No, till this day, one of the best hits is when Subban
hit on Marchand.
I get joy from watching that as like a Leafs fan. Even as a Leafs fan, like I get joy.
Yeah, joy. But like it's Toronto. We hate Montreal. We hate Boston. But I think that rivalry, Boston. Montreal rivalry, it's fun. It's fun watching that. Mm-hmm. Even them hating each other, it just feels great because you hate both of them. You're like, feel the hate. Feel it. So yeah, that was good. And then Auston Matthews scores a hat trick against the Jets
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I mean, is it out of nowhere? You watched the game, right?
I watched a little bit, and then once they were up big, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, not really a thing. But it's kind of shocking because, like, up to this point, like, majority of his goals, not majority, but quite a few, he had empty netters, and all of a sudden, he just scores a hat trick.
Well, this game, okay, I'll say one thing. I think it's less about his goals. I think it's more to do with the Jets.
Well, the thing is, too, like, the Jets are not a bad team. Like, they're just going through a rough patch. Like, you think, because last year... I don't
know. Is it a rough patch anymore?
I don't know.
It's been going on for a long time.
I don't know. Who knows? Like, Eller's leaving made such a big difference.
No, but they started off well.
Well, they started off well. And even, like, last year, like, it's pretty much the same team as last year if you look at it, right?
Yeah, but it just... Even last year, like, you could see the chink in their armor. They had no second-line center. They're making the Mestikov play. And now they're trying to move guys around, and it's just not working. They didn't address the problems in the offseason. And they just thought that the guys we have, they brought in, Jonathan Toews.
But I thought that he was supposed to be like the second line guy,
Toews,
right?
I think everybody knew that Jonathan Toews was not going to live up to a second line center. He's just more of a guy that you could plug him in, and if you can move up and down, if he plays on the second line, he does well. That's great. If he moves down, that's what they expected him to play a third or fourth line center. But the fact is that just asking him to play a top six, I think it's too much to ask for the guy who's been out for so long.
Do you think this is like something where Toronto just played really well, or just Winnipeg's?
I think three of the goals that the Maple Leafs scored were just complete fluke. I think Comrie was just letting in some soft goals.
Hey man, it pays to be lucky sometimes. So
I don't know, man. Especially that last goal the Leafs scored that Matthews had right in front of the net was wide open. He's trying to cover the puck. He's trying to swat it. Like he's trying to pass the puck, missed it, then try to cover it, missed it. Pass went in front of the net, empty net goal. I think two other shots like that. There was another one where I think Torrey Stetcher, the pass got to him, and Comrie is still thinking the puck's over there. By the time he shoots, he reacts. It was already too late, goes in. So I think just Comrie. I mean, I said this with Dylan the very first episode when we started in September. That I think I said it to Armand right after that too. But Eric Comrie should not have been here. I think in the offseason they should have traded him. I mean, I kept bringing up John Gibson, that the Jets should have traded for him. Mrazek went the other way to the Ducks and a second and a fourth. I felt like they should have done something. I mean, it's not like Gibson's playing any better. His numbers are almost the same as Comrie's. But man, Jets they're in trouble. They're in trouble, man. And Leafs were moving that way, and they were creating a lot of spaces because the Jets aren't that bad. I don't know if I give the Leafs that much credit. I think it's more to do with the Jets are just that bad. They're not. They're
you
not
see
that good.
Berube after the game welcoming back and stuff like that.
No, what do you say?
Oh well, just he's like, "Oh, welcome back, captain." And, give him the belt.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, he scored a hat trick, which is good. Maybe it's good for his confidence, and maybe that will kind of move him forward. But the game itself, I don't think it shows me anything. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, Matthews is back. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not. I think he just played against a team that's just playing worse than the Leafs. And they just got, they got a good schedule and they played against them. But we'll see in the next few games what he does. But it's great on him. He scored a hat trick. I think it's a monkey off his back.
I think one thing
that's the puck,
like even going back to that too. I think like seriously, like a lot of people are gonna be like kind of upset, like, oh, but now I bet you they're regretting saying, hey, ship off Marner, because you could see how much.
Yeah, but Marner's not playing any better either.
No, I know, but what I'm comparing it to is like, imagine if he stayed with Toronto, like how much. Do you think it would help? Like Auston Matthews would have a lot more goals.
Doesn't really matter. I think we'll still be in the same situation. Like the Leafs will still be in the same situation where in their rankings. I don't think Marner would have helped. You got like half your team injured. You got Tanev back, who's injured again.
Yeah, again,
right?
Yeah.
He's injured again. So even when the Toronto Maple Leafs traded for him, for Tanev, he was already going through injury troubles. So they were just hoping that they could at least get more than one season out of Tanev. And I think Tanev only played one full season without being injured. So since then, he's been having injuries.
He just has an injury bug.
He's completely breaking apart.
I don't know. Even their goaltending has looked a lot better last couple games too.
I think Joseph Wall let in 2 soft goals.
Well, like I was talking the game before when Hildeby got the. Oh no, it was Joseph Wall the game before he got the shutout. Before
Joseph Wall,
and then Hildeby made a crazy save to.
I think Hildeby's been playing great, man.
Yeah,
I actually like the way he's been playing. I don't know, man. I think Joseph Wall just let in 2 soft goals. I think
it's crazy because he'll make like crazy saves and then let a soft one in.
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of off, but I mean, I don't know. That game didn't really give me anything. It was just like I was watching it. I was like, okay, all right, let's on to the next one because I don't know. I was just more focused on the Jets. I just think I'm like, how did you guys drop that fast?
So much.
And I know Hellebuck wasn't playing in net. I personally think if Hellebuck was in net, I think the Jets would have won the game.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, they didn't address their backup goalie. They didn't address their top 6 centermen. The Jets they're in trouble, man. They got to do something. Because I mean, if they're in the bottom, if they want to go for a top pick, then that's maybe a good strategy. But man, you guys need to address it. Especially in the offseason, like I think the Jets really have to finally get aggressive. They have not been aggressive since they have had this team.
Well, the problem is I think with the Jets is who wants to go play in Winnipeg.
Yeah, but then you got to make trades. You got to trade draft picks. There has to be a year where you guys go like.
But even going that route too, like make trades and stuff too. I feel like the problem with them too is like sure they'll make a trade, But then you're getting players that might have a no movement clause. And
No, but then go for a guy like I'll give you an example. Chinakov just got traded now to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
No,
right?
but
He's been playing. He hasn't had a great year this year at all. Get guys who are super young, maybe not playing as well. Who are restricted free agents, so you have control over those players. That's what the Jets should do.
But even with that too, like let's say they sign someone, right, and then or they trade for someone, and they don't re-sign, like they're giving up assets and stuff like that, and they're stuck with someone that doesn't want to play for them, and then they move on in the off season.
Yeah, but it's like they haven't taken any risks at all, right? I mean, what was the last risk that they took was the Dubois trade? Was it the last? And then they traded him and they got like Velarde and all those guys. That was the biggest trade they have made. That was maybe the only risk they took. But they haven't really taken any risk. Like you guys I know you guys want to develop and everything, and they're not even the best at developing either. They haven't developed a really like the last, it was what, Jacob Trouba they developed. That was maybe the last player I think they developed. Like a legit.
Who's the rookie that they drive? Was it not Fantilli? Is it or
no? It's
is it starts with a P or?
Oh man, me and Dylan were talking about it. I completely forgot the guy's name. But there hasn't been anybody that actually really came out like Cole Perfetti.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you're talking about Perfetti?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really high on Perfetti. I don't know. I thought he would be
better.
bigger. I thought he would be better, bigger and better, but I don't know. I just haven't been that impressed. So the Jets, they got to change some kind of philosophy.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we were not even a couple, like last week, we were talking about Berube. Do you think their coach is on the hot seat?
I was actually, the funny thing, I was actually thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, see, with the Jets, they don't just fire their coach. They don't do that. I don't think Hellebuck was injured as well, but I mean, can you really blame the coaching? Like, the problem that they had wasn't really addressed. But I don't think I think with the Jets, their expectations were already very low coming into the season. It wasn't that high.
Oh, okay.
Because when they lost Nikolai Ehlers, they knew that they weren't going to replace that.
Okay.
And
I was the opposite.
I think for them, if they make the playoffs, that's good enough for them. I don't think they were expecting anything more than that this year.
I'm completely the opposite. Like they won the President last year, right? They had the best record.
Yeah.
So you go from that, and like there's no expectation but to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, but I think just when Nikolai Ehlers went, and then just the way the free agency was, and they couldn't get anybody, and then you just saw that they didn't make no trades or anything because nothing was out there for them. I think automatically a lot of the fans.
But still, like one player, especially in hockey, one player shouldn't really make or break.
But think about this: if Mitch Marner went out, which he did, but then you didn't replace him. Let's just say you didn't get no Michelli, and you didn't get what other winger did we get?
But we're talking about like
Dakota Joshua. Let's say Dakota Joshua, we didn't get him.
But
either.
what
like,
we're talking about,
you don't try to replace him with anything. You're just looking at your own farm and be saying, all right, we're gonna just get everybody within. Like, how can you expect? Like, even the Leafs were in first. So how can you expect them to be?
But there's
the
a
same?
difference, right? Like what's his name? Marner's like 100-point producing player.
Yeah,
right.
But you can't. I'm not saying compare the points, but I'm saying compare the impact on the teams. Nikolai Ehlers he's a big time playoff player.
Okay,
he's a big time guy. I'm telling you this right now.
I don't know. Jets haven't done anything.
Unfortunately,
in the
with Nikolai
either,
Ehlers, he gets injured all the time.
Yeah.
Right. But when the playoffs come, I mean, last year too against the Blues, man, he was big. He came out big for them. So I think when you lose something like that, it's hard, man. When you have no secondary scoring, right? Cole Perfetti is supposed to be your secondary scoring, and it's just like, it's okay. It's not that great. You're only relying on your first line. You got Velarde, you got Kyle Connor, and you got Scheifele, and that's pretty much it. And then your scoring just dries out. So how do you expect to repeat yourself from last year? So of course the expectation is gonna be low.
Well, it's weird too because like Scheifele is having a great year, Connor is having a pretty decent year too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think the biggest thing for them was when Hellebuck got hurt.
Yeah, no, it's true. But then see that this is exactly the scenario I brought up before the season started. Was like Hellebuck plays 60 games, averages 60 games every year. Now he got injured, and now you are going to rely on Eric Comrie, and now everything's just going down the drain. Eric Comrie was not going to be that guy. His numbers have not shown that over the years, so why is he still here? He's 30 years old. Either you go with a young goaltender who could prove himself and then maybe in a few years could start becoming a starting goaltender, or go find an established 1B goaltender, which they didn't do. So they didn't address either one. They could have made trades. I think they could have done something, and they didn't. So the Jets I think shoveled day off. I think he put him in the situation. He didn't think about these scenarios that could have happened.
Well, even like goaltending wise, like having a really good goaltender hides a lot of mistakes.
It does. I agree.
And I forgot where I seen it, but someone was saying find a good goaltender, you probably find a good coach there too.
Yeah.
What do you think about DeBoer? Do you think DeBoer or someone like that going there would shake things up enough for them to kind of turn around?
I still they can't be a basement team. I just don't see them. They're too good.
That's what I was gonna say too.
I think Hellebuck he needs to just kind of get back in form. I think he could change everything. That goalie, he's one of the best goalies in the regular season. Playoffs is different, but regular season is one of the best goalies. So if somebody's gonna change it right now for the Jets, it's gonna be their goaltending, and that's it. I mean, I don't really believe in their bottom secondary scoring, and Cole Perfetti, I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna be a 70, 80 point guy. Unfortunately, I'm just losing faith. So I hope he could prove me wrong, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We have Darren Raddysh, 29 points in 31 games for the Tampa Bay Lightnings on the first power play. He's running the first power play. He's averaging between 22 to 25 minutes, big time minutes. Before Victor Hedman was not injured, he was between 17 to 19 minutes. So they're relying on him a lot now. Undrafted. He's undrafted, came through the system, was signed by, I think he was playing for Syracuse, and then he moved up, and now here he is. So what do you think, man? So do you think this is the streak that he's going on right now? Do you think it's a complete one-off? Do you think it's just Victor Hedman, he's not playing right now, so it's him just riding the ship, and then when Victor Hedman comes back, he drops off? Or do you think with the way Victor Hedman is, do you think that John Cooper is going to say, all right, Hedman, you're going to start taking care of other responsibilities. We're going to let Raddysh take care of more of the offensive thing.
That's what I was going to say. Like, you stick with the hot player. So maybe like Raddysh comes and he's going to continue doing what he's doing. And like maybe even Hedman's a good player too, but he's veteran now. And even he'll probably even say, just because he's a good leader and stuff like that, he'll probably even say, just keep running with Raddysh.
But they did this a few years ago too with Sergachev. When Hedman was out, Sergachev was on fire on the power play, and he's playing well. And then as soon as Victor Hedman comes, he kind of demands more minutes, right? Because he's just a situational player, and with that, if you reduce the minutes, then the production also falls off too.
Do you think it's a system thing, or do you think it's more of just him being a great player? Do you think it's just him playing with the players he's playing? He's playing with Kucherov on the power play point.
It is with the players. I'll give that for sure. In the system, I think it's all of the above. What you're saying is all of the above. But he is been playing a little more aggressive now. He's not playing low. He's not playing low. Well, he's not playing passive. He's playing a little more aggressive. He gets more minutes. He's playing more situational hockey. So, and you could see the confidence.
That's what I was just gonna say. It comes with confidence.
Right, comes with confidence. So everything is going the right way for Raddysh. And if the Tampa Bay Lightning could just let this keep riding, if Victor Hedman could come and just play that number one guy, play all the defensive point where he doesn't need to be relied on offensively a little more, and then you got Raddysh who's just completely taking over. It kind of takes a burden off, and then if one of the guys cools off, you kind of swap them. So then John Cooper actually has more weapons, which is good. I think that's what Tampa needs. You can't just keep relying on one guy.
Okay, yeah.
You need some guy to blossom in your system, right? And if Raddysh is doing a little late bloomer, and he's snapping like this, then that's great for them. So I think he will continue doing this, man. Just the way he's been playing. I don't know if he'll continue 29 points in 33 games. I think that's like crazy high expectations.
Especially for a defenseman, right?
Yeah. And the cool thing about him is he's the second fastest defenseman to hit 100 career points in Tampa Bay Lightning history. And he's behind Boyle.
How old is he?
He is 29, I think.
Okay, so he's
29, 30, I think.
He's like in his prime now.
Yeah. So it's with defensemen, sometimes he just starts super late. But just the fact that he wasn't even drafted.
No, that's
system, you know.
Well, even like there's a couple players like that in the league.
Yeah, I think 4 years ago, I think for Syracuse he had like 50 points, I think, and then he played, and then the last 2 years for the Lightning, he's had like 33, 36 points. So it's just like an average points,
player,
which is average points.
But he's getting a lot more minutes now too, right?
So yeah, that's what happened this year. Just Hedman went out. There's nobody there. There's no Sergachev. Somebody has to take the place. And there are a lot of defensemen. They'll get the minutes, and then their points will be okay, and they're just kind of riding it. But he's actually been very noticeable. So just good, man. So I don't know. I see this. I think Tampa should just continue riding this. I mean, if they start losing games or something, yeah, then maybe the power play's not doing well, then swap it. But for now, this is good. You finally found a diamond in the rough, right?
Sometimes that's all it is, right?
That's all you need,
doesn't
man.
get an opportunity or doesn't get enough views or doesn't get enough tape on him and then doesn't get drafted. And
Exactly.
but even the hard work, right?
Yeah.
Him grinding that long. Imagine him. I bet you he wouldn't have said that he'd be in this situation.
Must be on cloud 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.